So what can we learn?
Absolutely. So you're absolutely right. The Australian supers were born out of the unions, and they're very industry specific as a result. So they have a connection to a particular industry. So they have a member group or a set of employers that they are linked to and supported to, and that brings a very different dynamic in terms of the kind of the way that they run those supers. The Australians have what they call a sole purpose test, which means that any decisions are made about investment strategy must be for the benefit of the member, and they need to demonstrate that. So that means that they're very clear rationale around investment decisions they have made. It also means investing locally provides them with investment benefits that they see around their local area. So things like currency hedging, for example, governance of the investment solution that they have and the assets that they own, influence on the assets. So very much around the sustainability and long-term returns around that. Just a few of the key things they've looked at. But they're very clear that these investments must have the expected risk and return characteristics for their portfolios. Otherwise, they will not invest in them. And that's really, really important here in the UK, in that whatever we're doing here must be for the interests of members and actually generate returns long term. They have also groups like things like Infrastructure Partners Australia that bring together key stakeholders in that spectrum, so capital along with the opportunity. And that means that they're able to lobby government to ensure that the economic environment works for them, but it also means that any opportunities that come up are also linked very closely to the capital, and they can work through them together. And as I said earlier, the Australians have benefited from this hugely from this, as there is another pool of capital that companies can call on for investment, leaving the government actually to focus on other key areas like health and education, which really benefits everyone in society. So we do believe that the UK provides meaningful opportunities for investment. And as a group, actually, Legal & General have been investing in infrastructure, things like real estate, and also supported university spin-outs and things like that for quite some time and many, many years. And we've actually built 6,500 affordable homes ourselves. So we do think the UK has potential, and I think we do think that there are opportunities out there. Often the hesitance around UK, I would say, maybe comes because we're British and British by nature. And therefore, when we're told to do something, we naturally have an adverse reaction to that. But if you look through that and you look through some of that area, you can actually see that there are some really clear opportunities around investing in the UK that can actually deliver returns for members, both in terms of long-term returns for their pension pots, but also benefiting them from today in terms of society as well.
Well, Dave, you just described my personality there.